Hi everyone, once again we have the Samsung Galaxy Note 2 in front of us, and the topic I want to discuss is whether you should buy a 16GB Galaxy Note 2 now, or should you wait to buy the 32GB or 64GB one later. Well, my suggestion is you should definitely wait, and I'm going to show you something. I have a 64GB external storage card there. I've been using it on this device, but what it will not let me do is it will not let me move apps to that external storage card. So if you remember, you may have used apps like Apps2SD to move apps to the storage card, or you could have just gone simply to Task Manager, right? And you could have gone to the downloaded apps, and then you could have chosen one of these, and you could have moved it to the SD card. Well, as you can see, because this device runs Jelly Bean, this option is no longer present. So that means if you buy a 16GB device, you will have to keep your apps on the 16GB internal storage. And why has this become a problem? Well, a lot of people are saying that it is Samsung's fault. They could easily give you the option to change the order of the storage card that the phone sees, that the OS sees, and but a lot of people are saying that it is more of Google's fault. They're trying to purposely eliminate external cards, period, on their smartphones so that they could push cloud services in the future. Well, I believe both parties, Samsung and Google, are going to stand firm on their decision, and it's this inability to move apps to the external storage. I don't think that will change. So what does this mean for the 16GB Galaxy Note 2s? Well, if you are a smartphone enthusiast, and I'm going to assume that you are because you are going through the trouble of getting a device so early, I would definitely wait because with 16 gigabytes of internal storage and the system partition being much bigger, you will have roughly 11 gigabytes for your app. So let me show you. I have a 64 gigabyte Korean Galaxy Note, and I'm going to show you the internal storage on here and just how much that they've taken for the system. Okay, so I have a 64 gigabyte Galaxy Note 2, but as you can see, only 52.75 gigabytes is available to me. Well, I did some calculations and it looks like they're taking 4.48 gigabytes or 5 gigabytes depending on how you look at it for the system. So yeah, definitely you're going to have a problem with just having 11 gigabytes. You don't get even the 16 gigabytes that you thought you were going to get. Okay, so 11 gigabytes, this may not have been a problem in the past, but will 11 gigabytes be enough for the next 2 years? My prediction is you will definitely feel the crunch as these smartphone apps become bigger and more sophisticated. But even more importantly, there are some apps that you have that download extra data after you start the app for the first time, and some of these downloads are up to 1 gigabyte of data. And what the apps did traditionally is that if they saw that you have an external storage card, they would just put that extra gigabyte of data in the external storage card. Well, because Jelly Bean is so new, and the apps are unaware that you have a external storage card, even though if it's inside, the apps will end up putting the 1 gigabyte of data into your internal storage, filling that precious 11 gigabyte of space that you're trying to save. And this will improve in the future as app developers they update it for Jelly Bean and support the extra data on the external card, but it's going to take a while. So just letting you know that will compound the problem. So if you're in the US and because the device is launching in a few days, and you have the option of buying 16, 32, or 64, I would definitely recommend that you should skip the 16 gigabyte unless you're a very light smartphone user and you don't do anything else than surf the web and check your email and chat. But if you're an enthusiast, definitely skip to 16. Even if you have an external 64 gigabyte storage card, if you're elsewhere and they might not release the 64 gigabyte for a long time, I would still wait because I really think they would push out the 32 gigabytes even in the near future, because 16 gigabyte, I think that was just released to to meet the demand of people that really wanted it. But 32 gigabyte makes sense, and I believe that that should be reaching you in the near future. So once again, thank you for watching my videos. I have about 40 videos on the Galaxy Note 2 doing product feature demonstrations in depth. And so if you're interested in buying the Galaxy Note 2s and learning about the features beforehand, definitely check those videos out. And please subscribe for my upcoming videos in the future, because I will be creating at least a video a day on the Galaxy Note 2 in the future. Thank you for watching.